My name is Geraldine Parkinson. I'm the head teacher here in St Thomas's Primary. I've been head teacher here for almost 8 years, and I have been very passionate about our schools being inclusive schools and bringing that ethos to the school. So St Thomas has been involved in anti-sectarian work for a considerable number of years, and from my previous role as deputy head teacher, I have been supported in that work by Alison Logan, who's an inclusion officer for Glasgow City Council with a dedicated remit to anti-sectarian work. She has supported St Thomas's in the development of resources and also financially, but also in supporting networking with other schools. It's been very important in St Thomas's to be aware of the community that we live in, to be aware of the challenges that our children may face, but also to equip them with the skills that they will need to meet those challenges. So we looked to the community, and Alison supported us with that. And we have now linked with 2 local primary schools, Haghill Park Primary and Carntine Primary, and for a number of years we've worked very closely with those other 2 primaries to support our children and to develop their skills and equip them with the necessary skills for them to be educated around anti-sectarianism and also their role and their responsibilities to make their community a safer place. We've had a fantastic partnership with the 3 schools, and we were naturally looking to evolve that project and to see where we could extend the children's knowledge, perhaps to extend out with the community. And the perfect and most natural next step for us was the introduction of Holocaust education. Traditionally, all 3 schools met in terms 3, and that was a term where we did look at the First World War and developing into the Second World War, and the issues around the Holocaust were always part of our curriculum. However, the challenges were that we knew that we had to perhaps make it a more formal and structured approach to the teaching of Holocaust education. And also there was a challenge around resources and what were the most appropriate resources for our children to use in the classrooms. This was specifically for primary 7, and this is an area where we felt was most suited that particular stage and did develop very nicely on from the anti-sectarian work. It was making our children more aware of globally issues around people's intolerance, people's misconceptions and people's lack of understanding of just what difference is. So not only in our communities but across the world. And the Holocaust education then became a key focus of the work that we did in St Thomas's Primary, and developing then to also work with Haghill Park Primary and Carntine Primary. So in St Thomas's we have covered over 3 years now our Holocaust education, and latterly, as I say, with our 2 partner schools. The challenges were overcome by our very skilled teachers who had opportunities to plan together to develop a curriculum that was specific and very focused on Holocaust education, and again with the help of Alison Logan, our inclusion officer, but also with University of West of Scotland, we were pointed in the direction of resources that could be used to support this education in our schools. Again, the children's skills were built on and developed in terms of their responsibilities and what they can do. And activities around the ladder of prejudice were really key in making our children understand just how quickly these situations can accelerate and how they can play a significant part in that. We also were very keen to share these experiences with our community and the wider community, particularly our parents. We are clear that it's a topic for primary 7, however we have taken opportunities to involve the rest of the school. So primary 5s and 6s attend an assembly which is hosted by primary 7s, and we also invite our partner schools to that assembly too, as well as local clergy and our parents, because we believe it's key, as we always did through anti-sectarian work, that the parents are involved. The parents are also in some ways being upskilled and are aware of what our expectations are of our children, and then they can play a part in that. They can then support their children as they go on and develop, and that they are encouraging those skills that we expect and that we hope we nurture through anti-sectarian work, but also most latterly through the Holocaust education. Our next steps are, after our accreditation, and we're very proud that we are the first and only primary school in Scotland that have received the accreditation, is that we can advance that, and that we can then look at the criteria for accreditation and see what we need to do to reach the next level. We understand that perhaps involves a bit more of the community in our Holocaust education, and that's something that we are very focused on doing. We would also like to support our partner schools in their accreditation, and we have our curriculum plan there. We have the consistency in our staff who have attended CPD and as part of their own professional review and development are very keen to develop their own understanding of the Holocaust education, and that's something we are very keen to share with our partner schools. And I think then that we are very aware of our responsibility to share that message in our community and perhaps to the wider community, and take opportunities and significant events like Holocaust Memorial Day, where St Thomas's have presented for the past 3 years, to share with the other schools in Glasgow. But we have now made partners, extended partners as part of Holocaust education through our accreditation, and we hope then that we're given more opportunities to perhaps have a wider impact in our city and perhaps beyond, and that the children then develop even further skills in sharing their knowledge and understanding of Holocaust education, and in their responsibilities to make sure that their communities are safe and that they are able and skilled to share their understanding of what we should be doing as part of Holocaust education with other pupils in other schools and the wider communities.